Hello, Reds. Thank you very much for tuning in for our daily Liverpool news show. If you are new around here, want to keep up to date on all things Liverpool related, whether you are watching on Facebook or YouTube, hit that subscribe button or the follow button, respectively, anyway, and put your bell notification on as well. Safe to say everyone's massively overreacted. But I've been doing YouTube for quite a couple of years anyway, but I knew exactly what was going to be coming. And Man United, off the back of this game, have got the intention and purpose of they're going to win the league by the sounds of it. The first trophy they probably will win all season. Them and Tottenham probably will go hand in hand with obviously their pre-season trophy haul over the last couple of years anyway. But let me know your thoughts. We're going to be deep diving into obviously the main two people. Obviously, Fábio Carvalho got his first run out for Liverpool Football Club, which was fantastic. Regardless of the results, looked quite promising in little spells anyway. But we've got his comments off the back of the result today. And most importantly, Jurgen Klopp, his reaction in terms of obviously what he felt off the back of this result in terms of what it meant for the players, most importantly as well. And we have no idea if you haven't already done so, make sure you're smashing that like button as well, everyone. Trying to aim for 20 likes this video. More, if we get more, then that's absolutely more fantastic anyway. But it was a lovely day anyway, everyone. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers as well. Can't believe it, but absolute legends. And obviously channel memberships are live as well, as I say. There's a lot of benefits, obviously members only Discord as well, members only live streams that will be happening very soon. So absolute legend. Shout out to all the channel members that have already joined the amazing growing community that we have got on this channel as well. And if you are a fancy football guru, that is obviously the league to join if you have got a fantasy football anyway. But let me know your thoughts. Let's get to all your comments before we do get straight into obviously the main talking points and the quotes from Jurgen Klopp and Fabio. But obviously, Simon, I love how the Man United fans are celebrating like they've won the league against us. And wait when we beat them back to back this season, and they won't be laughing now as well. 100% there, Simon. It's bloody lovely, isn't it, mate? You could tell, you knew before the game was going to happen. All right, lads, it was obviously gutted. Would have loved us to win, but obviously down to fitness. I thought, Andrew said, it goes on to say, Carvalho was sharp with Elliott. Also, people slandering Darwin for the miss as well. Andrew, as I said, mate, there's a lot. I knew exactly what was going to happen after the game, and it's crazy. It's pre-season, mate, but obviously certain sections. I'm not Liverpool, but in terms of the how social media works and the fan culture anyway for the outside of Liverpool, we revel in it. In reality, it's funny. But as well, it was a good day, miss. Obviously, it was nice to see Fabio Nunes and You Never Walk Alone, Jack. Keep up the good work, mate. Thank you very much, Simon. I really do appreciate it. Absolute bloody legends. I know a lot of you can't always jump in the live streams, but if you do drop your comments in, I do always do my best to reply to every single one of your comments, most importantly as well. I'm not going to lie, I knew all just off the plane. First game, 3 squads played, but these manx are unbearable at the moment. I watched a Man United video. My God, you want to hear it? No, just enjoy it, mate. Obviously, I think was it when we did win the league, Liverpool, we got done, losing with draws, and I think we got beat by Sevilla as well a couple of years ago, obviously, but we went on to win the league. Enjoy it, Reds, as well. But most importantly, I'm not jumping too much into it. Obviously, we've got the quotes anyway, but we'll get straight into the main two people that do matter the most, and that's Jurgen Klopp and Fábio Carvalho, their thoughts as well. But make sure you are smashing the like button anyway, everyone. Really do appreciate it. But we'll go into obviously the thoughts and what Jurgen Klopp he had to say in relation to the result and the performance. Jurgen was quoted as saying, obviously the game came a little bit too early for us, for some of the boys. So I think we agree when we saw a lot of good things in this game. But in the decisive moments, we were not clear enough with finishing our situations off. And we gave massive chances away, pretty much no-brainers, but United did well in those moments. They finished off the situations well, we admit, but it is pretty much the most important thing now after the game. Even when I hate losing, everybody has 30 minutes in their legs now. For some, on their third day of training, that's really harsh, but that is life of a professional football player. So now we can work with that, and we will work with that anyway. And then he goes on to follow Jurgen in relation to his quotes. Obviously, in positive moments for the night of Liverpool. As I said, we could have scored the equaliser in the last 4 minutes, but that's how it is. I know football is a results game, and we do it all for that. But we have to prepare for a full season. We had no chance to prepare for this game really, so we had to do it like that. We did with 3 teams, as he said before, 3 times 30 minutes, and we are now 8 days in training with a big group, and with all the internationals, it is 3 days. That's it. From here we go. Of course, we would have loved to have shown the people here a few goals. The chances were there. We didn't use them, and that's obviously. Diaz, Carvalho did hit the post. There was a lot of opportunities, but as Jurgen said there in his comments, a lot of the players have only had like 3 days training, and that very much did tell throughout the game. I'm moving on to Singapore for the next leg of the tour. It's tough. It is tough. But by the way, for a lot of teams, it is tough in these moments. We are not on tour for a long time. So we do now what we do now and here in Singapore. I think we fly. I think we fly 2.5 hours, so that should be fine. Then on Saturday, we already go home again, so that's fine. So far, it's really okay. Apart from the results, everything so far is okay. The welcome here was fantastic, and I'm pretty sure in Singapore it will be similar. We flew with Singapore Airlines and a crew. We're already on fire when they flew, obviously with the fans. Us for Liverpool to Bangkok, so we have a sense of what we can expect there. Organisation was really good. The traffic, nobody can judge that. Obviously, it was really tricky, but in the stadium, it was really well organised. People here were very disciplined, and that was nice. Also, I said it was really good, but not the result we wanted as well. And most importantly, shout out to obviously the other fans out there. It's fantastic. It's the best aspect of obviously pre-season. Not everyone has the privilege of going to Anfield, but Liverpool wouldn't be the club that it is without the global fan base. And I'm made up when I see all the fans sing "You'll Never Walk Alone" as well inside the stadium. It's absolutely fantastic, and I just wish, obviously, Liverpool. There is talk. I don't think there will be in the future anyway. There was a lot of talk about extra games in the Premier League, but I think the more opportunities fans do get around the world to see the Reds, the better it is, and it's fantastic. And obviously, Liverpool, I think, got quite a lot of relatives in Australia as well. And he spoke about obviously the MGM. Obviously, the Australian fans still remember that, and it's absolutely fantastic. And obviously Singapore done Liverpool fans so proud as well. Obviously, as Jurgen did say on his comments there, the quotes wasn't a result, but it's all about getting minutes. And we had 36 players in the squad, as we all know, and they played 30 minutes each. And it's all about getting minutes in the legs and preparing really in reality. But let's get to all your comments before we do get into the main man, Fábio Carvalho, his quotes on the result. Anyway, most importantly, Fabio interview was spot on. He said, we will try and make the mistakes right in the next game, which is Palace as well. Fabian as well, thank you very much for tuning in, mate. Seems the Devils were at full strength and we're all about to win. We were more about seeing where we are at, and that is what we need to work on. Obviously, as Jurgen said there, Fabian, mate, didn't he? Obviously, they've only had certain players within the squad have only had like 3 days to prepare and couple of trading sessions, and obviously that did tell. Philip, it was just irrelevant friendly. If you look at the bigger picture, it'll be totally different once the league starts. Philip couldn't have said it anymore, mate, as well, innit? But just laugh at some of the stuff on social media. It's absolutely bonkers. It will be great to see the split screen at the end of the season with their cup, with the cup and us winning the league and the Champions League. Oh, please let this happen as well, North. Fingers crossed there, North. Even a lot, not bothered. It's a friendly, 100%, mate. And don't engage social media, everyone. It is absolutely, just laugh. It is funny. I had one more picture as well. Wanted to put up. Can I get it up in here? 1 second, everyone. Mainly, I thought this was a spoof account, really, in terms of. Can I get it up? Where is it? It was off Sky Sports News. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's get it up. Yeah, just before we do go into the Fábio Carvalho, if you are enjoying today's episode, everyone, hit that subscribe button down below. Put your bell notification on as well. Make sure you are smashing the like button. Trying to get to at least 20 likes today. Be absolutely fantastic. We could hit that. Absolutely bloody legends. But yeah, this is it. Obviously, at half time, Liverpool's Premier League. Sky Sports tweeted this. I thought this was a bogus account or something, but Man United 3-0 at half time with the brain explosion emoji. What a start to Eric Ten Hag's reign. Yeah, it's amazing when Man United players are actually having to do proper training sessions. Give it 6 months into the season, they'll, as we know, as they have done over the last couple of years, they'll stop running for the managers. They stopped running for Jose Mourinho, regardless of what you think about his tactics, but it's the same crop of players and the same results will happen this season, regardless if you do change manager or not. But we'll go straight on to, obviously, Fábio Carvalho, his quotes now off the back of this result. Goes on to say, Fábio, from the first day in training until now as well, this is what we've been working on to try and get into what he's been trying to get into the team. Today it happens. I was on the pitch with my new teammates and they have welcomed me so well. I'm just thankful to be here and hopefully next game we can put things straight. And then he goes on to say, we have a winning mentality that starts in training and we take it into games. We want to win at any cost and do our best to try and win every game. Today was a bit of a bittersweet moment for me because obviously it was my first game for Liverpool and hopefully the first of many. No one really likes to get beat, especially against Manchester United and the way we did, but sure, we will be working on the pitch to try and justify the next time we play against them. It is right, Fábio. Obviously, as Chat has already said, we know what the aggregate score has been over the last couple of years anyway. And then he goes on to add, I had the chance, obviously, and it hit the post. But next game, I'm sure I will get a goal. And that's the mentality I have to go to the next game with as well. Winning mentality anyway. Obviously, brings that off the back of last season's promising performance for Fulham in the Championship. And then Fábio concludes in saying, everyone has been fantastic to me. They have helped me every day and they kept me going, kept doing so as well, which I'm thankful for. It's just a big family. It sounds a bit cliche, but that is how it is at Liverpool. When you play against one of the best teams in the country, you get punished if you make mistakes. So we've got to make sure that we correct our mistakes and just work from that. Hopefully the next game we can put everything to bed as well. So interesting comments from Fábio Carvalho. Let me know your thoughts if you are watching live or on the post-match. If you're watching on the repeat, let me know your thoughts on. He's probably one of the most promising players today, as he mentioned. He did it to post. Obviously, Fábio, Luis Diaz as well looked quite promising in the first half, but obviously a lot of young players really did flourish. I know, obviously, the result, regardless of the result, it's great to see a lot of these players, especially young players. I don't watch too much of the under-21s, but I know a lot of you do out there. So let me know your thoughts, everyone, if you do watch a lot of the 21s. The players that did play, there's a couple of great promising young players coming through, and that's how it should be, and it's really promising. If you are good enough, doesn't matter your age, Jurgen, in previous seasons, since he's been at Liverpool, he will give you that chance, and hopefully the young players that have played today, regardless of the result, do take the opportunity today and the experience, most importantly. That's all it is all about the experience, developing and learning, really, especially the 17, 18-year-olds out on the pitch that today, and the result would have meant so much in terms of their development. And hopefully it gives that bit more confidence in terms of going into the next couple of games, whether that's in the League Cup or the FA Cup this season, when they do get called upon by Jurgen Klopp, they perform at the highest level, and it's all a learning curve in reality. But it's get to your comments as well, everyone. I know there's a couple of new faces in here, so hit that subscribe button down below, everyone, and keep on getting your comments in. It's only going to be a short one today, everyone, because we've got a couple of shows a bit later on as well, but always do get involved in the comments. Wedson, Klopp is an idiot. He can't see that our midfield is slow. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. It was thank you very much for your comment, mate. I respect your comments, but losing 4-0 in a pre-season game is not down to not having a midfielder. Thank you for your comment, mate. Appreciate it. But I'd have to disagree, but I respect your comment, mate, as always. Nunes looks an unreal and looks an aerial threat. Gary, obviously his time at Benfica in the Champions League as well. He did score a couple of headers. But yeah, Gary, it's been people have already made compilations, and as I said at the top of the show, I've done YouTube for a couple of years. I knew exactly the reaction that was going to happen. And it happened. People out there have took their time. It's absolutely fantastic that they took their time to make compilations of today's game. Yeah, it's absolutely enjoy your Tuesday. It's all right. Wait until Nunes does bang a load of goals in the Premier League, and they'll climb back into the holes anyway. Fabian, appreciate how you always acknowledge my presence, Jack. Fabio and Harvey looked really good early on, 100% there. Fabian, as I said, mate, I do always try and interact with every single one of you. And as I said, I do respect everyone's views and opinions, most importantly. And that's the thing. On social media or YouTube as well, different people don't have different opinions as well. But as I said, I do try and get everyone's opinions in. And as I said, always will respect everyone's comments as well. But obviously, Wearson's comment about obviously the midfielder and calling Jurgen Klopp an idiot. Jurgen Klopp is Liverpool's greatest ever signing in my era anyway, in terms obviously the great Bill Shankly's, the Bob Paisley. I wasn't around then, but Jurgen Klopp, the things he's done on a football pitch since he's been in charge at Liverpool Football Club have been absolutely fantastic. We've been to finals. We've been to so many countless European finals. Yes, we won one European Cup, but it's about the journey and the highs and lows. It's not always going to be winning every single competition, especially when you are playing against an elite opposition in Manchester City and obviously Real Madrid. Sometimes football is very much small margins, and Liverpool have been 1 point away from winning a league title over the last couple of seasons, and you've got to appreciate, and we have on this channel and a lot of Liverpool channels as well, the respect between... It's pointless us arguing with Man City fans anyway. Most of our City and Liverpool players are all best mates. Kevin De Bruyne was on holiday with Virgil van Dijk, and and obviously his kids go to the same school. So you've got to appreciate quality, and that's the elite level in which Liverpool and Manchester City have been hitting. Yes, City have been winning the league titles over the last couple of years, but Jurgen Klopp makes us compete every single season. And that in itself is an achievement. Obviously, we want to be winning. The most important thing is about winning on the football pitch. But Liverpool are in such a strong position now. If people are moaning, go back to the Roy Hodgson days and watch the highlights of that season and appreciate how good we have got it at the minute, and how good we have had it in the last couple of seasons as well. Big up Russ as well, mate. Obviously, bit massive Arsenal fan, mate. Can't wait to get you on for obviously the Arsenal build-up show, mate. But let me know how your pre-season has been going, Russ. Be intrigued. Appreciate it, mate. I'm not mad. I'm just upset. This is a friendly game. I don't care if we lost. Sebastian, yeah, 100%. Ten Hag is at the wheel. There we go, Russ. An Arsenal fan, big. Ten Hag's at the wheel there, Russ. Absolutely love it. I'm not talking about this game. I don't care about pre-season games, but our midfield is slow, and that is a fact. I respect your opinion, mate, obviously. each to their own, mate, as well. It'll be interesting season. But at the end of the day, in Jurgen Klopp we trust as well, for me. But I respect your opinion, mate, as well. Andrew Ox can't cross a ball. I know I'm not one of Ox's biggest fans, but I think he's done quite well when he did play today, everyone. I know it was pre-season, but I'm hoping Ox can get more minutes into the engine, really, and he comes back to the peak Ox. If he can this season, then that's fantastic. Puts Liverpool in a strong position. If Ox can obviously hit those, that was the Manchester City European games when he's banged that all those years ago, that was peak Ox for Liverpool. But obviously with the injuries, it's really stinted his development. But if we can get a more fresher, more competitive Ox, it puts Liverpool in a greater position as well. Jose, Jack Mack the legend. No, you're the legend, La. Every single one of you is tuning in. Obviously, Jose, if you're just jumping in, and a lot of you probably have just jumped in now, rewinds, obviously, and I did read through, obviously, Jurgen Klopp's thoughts in terms of, obviously, the result, and obviously the main man, Fábio Carvalho, our new lads, and his thoughts on, obviously, what he thought about, obviously, training and playing, really, with Liverpool's first team anyway. It was fantastic. I love Klopp. He is my manager, but his comments that we don't need a new midfielder this summer is interesting. Hated losing them today, though. Mark, it's all right, lads. We'll beat them 9-0 on aggregate this season. All good. As well. Get to all your comments before we do shoot off anyway, everyone. Where would be 1 second, everyone? Your computer's froze. Of course it would. That's what I get for having a Mac. Yeah, 1 second, everyone. Even StreamYard's having a mare about Liverpool getting beat 4-0. Where was me, everyone? But yeah, whilst my computer has a nightmare here, everyone, let me know your thoughts and comments anyway, everyone. If you are watching on the repeat, do always get your comments in, your thoughts anyway. But they think it's a big trophy, but essentially will be bigger than the Audi Cup. As I said before, Sebastian at the top of the show, yeah, they'll go with them, and Spurs will celebrate those pre-season trophies, won't they? We need some dynamic midfielders like Barella and Matheus Nunes or Bellingham. We're gonna win everything, but with Keita and Jones, we're gonna win second place. I respect your opinion, mate, but it's the thing. It's the cliche and the most positive thing to say on social media now. To talk about midfielders, and I have in the past as well. Go back on my channel. It was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I wanted Jurgen Klopp to be backed in the transfer market, and Liverpool did do that in terms of signing, obviously, Alisson Becker and Virgil van Dijk as well. But as I said, mate, I appreciate everyone's comments. Liverpool will march on as well. Don't look too much into the pre-season, everyone. As I said, relax, enjoy it, and we're just playing for no injuries. That's the most important thing, as Jurgen Klopp did say in his comments before. Did like the new kit, Mark, as well. Great comment, mate, as I said. I was going to say, Fabio's wearing it there. It'd be interesting. Let me know if you are going to be go out and getting it this season. It's an interesting pattern. I'll say that at least anyway. I like it. I think it's going to be one of those. It looks probably better in person. I think with obviously the camera lenses makes it all look a bit mad, even more with the flashes of the cameras and that. But yeah, looks like it. Do you know when you bite into, like, as a kid, you get like gobstoppers from the sweets, and like obviously if you cracked a gobstopper, that was like a similar pattern anyway. But yeah, I like it, mate. Mark, let me know. The main game is Manchester City in the Community Shield, and that is on the 30th of July, Mark. So that's it, mate. That's the priority of it, mate, as you said. Some of the kids that played looked good early on. This from Philip. He 100% did, mate. But they are not good enough yet for the first team. But give them 3 to 4 years of development like that. Like the two that played in the full-back positions. Obviously, Philip, I forgot the names, mate, but obviously in the first half, as you're relating to, I think it was the lads on the left-hand side of the defence anyway in the first half. I think he stopped the counter-attack against Bruno Fernandes, and it was just little moments like that. He'll learn so much, especially playing against elite-level opposition, in which Manchester United did feel. A lot of Man United's first half team, they got internationals in every single position as well. I want us to win the Community Shield, 100% there, Jose. As I said, trophies are trophies, apart from not including pre-season. Same clubs do as well. But Jose, absolutely, mate. That's the priority as well. But everyone, thank you most importantly as well, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. If you are watching on Facebook, as well, hello, and obviously on YouTube as well. Hit that subscribe button if you are on YouTube and the follow button on Facebook, respectively, as well. And if you haven't already done so, and a lot of you already have, make sure you are smashing that like button as well. We've got a lot of shows planned, and I'm made up, and like a lot of you are, the Reds are back in action. I'm made up, so we can just talk about post-match and speak about the result. Obviously, we're not going to delve too much into a pre-season game for the first one when, as Jurgen Klopp said before, as top of the show, some of these players have literally trained for 3 days. Don't look too much into it, as I said. All I can see is Man United fans putting Martial picks as their profile. It's fantastic, mate. Me and you spoke over the last couple of years on the channel, mate. It'd be the same thing, as I said at the top of the show. These United players will stop running for Erik ten Hag. Give it 3 to 6 months. And they'll be getting battered by Brighton 4-0 again. So, happy days. Mark, at the minute, mate, it's nothing too... As obviously, that's why him and Kelleher have been injured. But nothing officially, mate. We would have read about Jurgen Klopp and that. I think we probably will get an update once Jurgen does... Once we do fly back over to England anyway. Obviously, in the build-up. We are playing Strasbourg after the City game, but obviously we'll probably get an update in terms of we are playing Salzburg on the 27th, so in and around the 27th to the 30th, probably get more in-depth updates from the club, most importantly anyway. But if I do hear anything, Mark, I will speak about it on the shows, mate. All I can see is our under-9 team got battered by United's best 11. I think that's Ricky, but the 1892 Reds podcast. I will be on with the lads anyway. Tune in. Make sure to head over to the lads' channel as well. Good supporters of the channel. Hit that subscribe button on theirs as well. Vase of Flowers. I want the freedom. I want the freedom and the guild as well. Let me know your thoughts, everyone. Russ Morgan or Jaden Sancho anyway. Yes, Jack, lads. Statman Steve. Yes, lads. How are you, mate? Not too bad. Looking forward to the quiz later on. I am Steve. And as I said, I'm just loving the social media reaction. Just sit there and just scroll and just laugh to yourself. Just laugh to yourself. Yeah, nice one, mate. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Looking forward now to the Palace in Singapore. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Obviously, we all know Crystal Palace played quite well last year. Obviously, took points off Manchester City, and they're one of my favourite teams off the back of last year, especially if we won the league. And obviously, Spurs taking points off City as well, especially when we didn't get the results that we wanted. But I tell you what, Patrick Vieira, it's not to be an easy game. I know it's in the pre-season, but I tell you what, he's got Conor Gallagher will be a massive miss. I think if Crystal Palace could have got Conor Gallagher on a full transfer, obviously he was on loan last season, but Patrick Vieira is doing a fantastic job at Crystal Palace. It'll be interesting to see how both teams do approach the game on the 15th, so 3 days from now anyway. Nice one, Vaz. As well, obviously, nice one for that, Mark. Obviously, dropping the 1892 Reds podcast channel link in there as well. Our fans are in meltdown, calling Nunes a flop. We have, yeah, it is funny, mate. It is funny. Big part, but yeah, everyone, it is funny. Enjoy it. As I said, just probably log off Twitter anyway. Let give it like 2 days for everything to calm down. As I said. Most important thing, as I said, I wanted to get Jurgen Klopp's comments and thoughts anyway. Most importantly, that's Jurgen. We're more bothered about what Jurgen has to say on these games. And Fábio Carvalho, if you are watching on repeat, let me know your thoughts. As I said, don't go too mad. Enjoy it. And the most important thing about pre-season is our lads get minutes in under the belly anyway, and they've run off and get the practice in for the new season. And the main thing is no injuries, everyone. That's the main thing that we don't want. But everyone, Head over, subscribe to the 1892 Reds podcast as well. Hit that bell notification on as well on all social media channels. But Reds, enjoy it. We've got Palace in 3 days. I'll try and have a pre-match, a live stream watch along. Let me know on the comments as well, everyone, if you did have an issue on LFC TV, because I was trying to, sign up and everything, but it was having a meltdown. Typical. It's like almost when you get the memberships for Liverpool at the beginning of the season, you try and jump on to get tickets, then the website's not built very well. But yeah, everyone, have a lovely rest of your day. Enjoy it. As I said, don't dwell too much into the result. But as always, Reds, thank you to every single one of you. If you are watching on the repeat, or for everyone that has jumped in live, absolute bloody legends. I really do appreciate all the support. As always, everyone, look after yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. And as always, Reds, I'm made up. The Reds are back in action. Anyway, you never walk